we were looking for a second Adam, someone to undo what the first Adam had lost. And God had long planned, even back in Genesis, to bring a Savior to the world to be born of a woman. To be born of a woman. So Satan has been trying to stop the birth of this Savior every step of the way. From the very beginning, Satan had been involved in humanity in trying to stop the Savior from coming. And when it had become clear that God would use Abraham, and he started to promise Abraham to be the one to bring about this Savior, Satan started to focus like a laser beam on the people of Abraham and eventually Israel. And if we know your Old Testament, you know it's filled with story after story of God's people being brought to the brink of annihilation, of almost being wiped out over and over again. Think of how many times that Abraham, Jacob, Joseph, just to name a few, escaped death when there was only a few Jews. But think about how Pharaoh in Egypt tried to kill off all the male offspring of the Jews. Joshua, when he was going into the promised land, fought many battles against those who would try to wipe them out. How many nations, I didn't even count, but there's probably countless nations that went to war against Israel and tried to wipe it out in ancient history and in more recent history. And when Jesus was finally born, Herod had all the baby boys killed in a satanic attempt to do exactly what we read here, devour this child as soon as he was born.